Long ago, in a coastal city where the sea breeze carried the scent of salt and the markets hummed with life, there lived a humble potter named Haroun. His workshop was small, tucked between a spice merchant and a weaver's stall, but it was filled with warmth. Clay jars lined the shelves, each shaped with care, each holding a story of its own. Haroun lived simply. He rose with the sun, shaped clay through the morning, and delivered his finished pieces to the market by afternoon. Though he had little wealth, he carried a quiet contentment, the kind that comes from honest work and a peaceful heart. One day, while searching for clay along the rocky shore, Haroun noticed something half buried in the sand. It was heavy, metallic, and covered in barnacles. He knelt and brushed away the sand to reveal a large brass bottle sealed tightly with a thick ancient stopper. Strange markings spiraled across its surface, symbols unlike anything he had seen before. Curiosity stirred within him. He lifted the bottle, surprised by its weight, and carried it back to his workshop. As he cleaned it, the brass began to shine, revealing intricate patterns that seemed almost alive in the lamplight. "What secrets do you hold?" Haroun whispered. The bottle felt warm in his hands, as though something inside it breathed. That night, unable to sleep, Haroun sat beside the bottle. He examined the seal, a thick layer of lead, pressed with an unfamiliar emblem. With gentle taps of his chisel, he loosened the seal. The moment it cracked open, a deep rumble filled the room. A swirl of smoke burst forth, rising like a storm cloud. It twisted and expanded until it filled the workshop, brushing the ceiling beams. Haroun stumbled back, heart pounding, as the smoke took shape, forming the towering figure of a Jinni, with eyes like burning embers and a voice that echoed like distant thunder. Free at last, the genie boomed. Free after centuries of imprisonment. Haroun trembled. Who are you? The genie's expression shifted, not anger, but exhaustion, sorrow, and something ancient. I am Zahir, once a noble spirit of the winds, he said. Long ago, I defied a powerful sorcerer. For my disobedience, he trapped me in this brass bottle and cast me into the sea. I have waited through ages, through storms and silence, for someone to release me. Haroun swallowed hard. I meant no harm. I only wished to clean the bottle. Zahir lowered his gaze. You have freed me, and for that, I owe you a debt. Haroun expected riches, perhaps a wish or a blessing. But the genie continued. Yet know this, centuries of confinement twist the heart. I am not the spirit I once was. My power is bound by old anger, and I must be careful not to harm the one who freed me. Haroun, though frightened, felt compassion. Then stay as long as you need. Rest, you are safe here. The genie blinked, surprised by the kindness. Most who sought him in the past had done so for power, not mercy. Over the next days, Zahir remained in the workshop, shrinking himself to a more manageable size. He watched Haroun work, shaping clay with steady hands. The genie marveled at the simplicity of human craft, how something so fragile could hold such beauty. You create with patience, Zahir said one evening, not with force. Haroun smiled. Clay listens when you treat it gently. The genie nodded slowly. Perhaps I have forgotten gentleness. As the days passed, Zahir's presence brought subtle blessings. The clay became smoother, the glazes richer, and customers flocked to Haroun's stall, drawn by an unspoken charm. Haroun never asked for magic, but the genie offered small gifts, a breeze to cool the kill, a whisper of inspiration when Haroun shaped a new design. But not all was peaceful. Word spread of a strange glow seen in Haroun's workshop at night. Rumors grew, whispers of spirits, treasures, and forbidden magic. One evening, a group of greedy men broke into the workshop, hoping to steal whatever power Haroun had discovered. Zahir sensed their presence instantly. His form expanded, filling the room with swirling smoke and shimmering light. The intruders froze, terrified. Haroun stepped forward. "Please," he said softly, "do not harm them." The genie's eyes burned with old fury, but he listened. With a wave of his hand, he sent the men fleeing into the night, unharmed but shaken. "You protect even those who sought to harm you," Zahir said quietly. Harun sighed. "Fear makes people foolish, but harm only creates more harm." The genie lowered his head. "Your heart is stronger than mine." That night, Zahir made a decision. "Harun," he said, "your kindness has healed something in me. I am ready to return to the winds, to reclaim my place among the spirits. But before I go, I offer you one final gift." Harun shook his head. "I need no gift. Your friendship has been enough." Zahir smiled, a rare, gentle smile. "Then let this be a blessing, not a reward." He touched Harun's hands, and a warm light flowed through them. "Your craft will flourish," Zahir said. "Your hands will never tire, your clay will never crack, and your heart will remain steady. You will shape beauty long after I am gone." With that, the genie rose, his form dissolving into shimmering smoke. The workshop filled with a soft wind, carrying the scent of distant skies. "Farewell, Harun," Zahir whispered. "May your kindness echo through the ages." And with a final swirl of light, he vanished. Harun stood alone in the quiet workshop, the brass bottle empty beside him. But he felt no sadness, only gratitude. He returned to his work, shaping clay with hands now touched by magic, guided by the memory of a genie who had rediscovered his heart. And so, the tale of the brass bottle became a whispered legend, a reminder that even the mightiest spirits can be softened by kindness, and that sometimes the greatest magic lies in simple compassion. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe to help us grow.